Hello Year 6. Right, today let's have a look at our LO.
Do you want to read it with you, Mrs. Gale?
That'd be great. 3, 2, 1. LO.
To use and apply our knowledge of conversions of grams and kilograms to multi-step problems.
So, there's quite a lot of information there. So, have a think. I'm going to circle some key information here. What does conversions mean? What does that term mean? And what sorts of things do we use to measure grams and kilograms? Where would you have seen those units of measure before? So have a think.
Good question, Mrs. Gale.
So, conversions we know comes from the word convert. And if we convert something, Miss Mia, what does that mean?
If you convert something, it means you change something from one unit to another. So if I'm thinking about money, if we have pounds and pence, if I had 150 pennies and I was converting it into pounds, it'd be £1.50.
Good.
Because I know that 100 pennies go in to make up £1.
Oh, she's full of the joys of spring now. Well done, Miss Mia. So, here, when we look at grams to kilograms, and you had a little think there about when you would see those units of measure. So for grams and kilograms, you might see it on food packaging. So you might see a kilogram of sugar, or you might see 500 grams of rice. Okay, so you'd often see them associating with weight. So grams and kilograms are very much associated with weight. And there is another term that means that, beginning with an M. What do you think that is?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking the children, so you just be quiet.
Okay, sorry.
You're right, Year 6. The word is mass. Okay, so the mass of something, which is the weight of something. So that's what we're looking at today in terms of conversions. We're changing different weights. Okay, that's what we're doing today. So, before I move on to this, I'm just going to do a quick starter here. So, in order to convert, we need to be able to convert kilograms to grams. Okay, it's really important that we convert, we change these units. So, just say this after me at home. 1 kilogram equals 1,000 grams. 3, 2, 1.
1 kilogram equals 1,000 grams.
Okay. Now to convert from kilograms to grams, which is what we're going to be doing here, in order to be able to answer the multi-step word problems, you need to multiply your kilograms by 1,000. Now actually that's one of the criteria for arithmetic, multiplying and dividing by 10, 100 and 1,000. So this is just arithmetic here. So what I've got here is 1.5 kilograms equals 1,000 grams. And what I'm actually doing to convert that to grams is I'm going to do 1.5 multiplied by 1,000 will give me my answer. Okay. Now I know that some of you will want to do placeholders, maybe move it across. Some of you might recognise actually that 0.5 is the same as a half. 0.5 is the same as a half. And a half of 1,000 would be 500. Some of you will just need to go back to 1.5 times it by 1,000 will give you your answer. Okay. So if I did 1.5 times by 1,000, it's going to give me 1,500. So what that states is 1.5 kilograms equals 1,500 grams. Just say that with me. 3, 2, 1. 1.5 kilograms equals 1,500 grams. Good. So I'm going to model the first three here, and I might choose a different pen. So
I was just going to say, Mrs. Gale, do you want to choose a different colour?
I do want to choose a different colour, if I could find the blue. What have we got up here?
The blue is down there.
Brilliant. Okay,
Literally
so
here, boys and girls.
let me just rewrite that underneath so it's clearer. 1.5 times 1,000 will give me 1,500 grams. Is that clearer?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
much clearer.
So the second one here, 1.25 kilograms equals something grams. So my number sentence would be 1.25 multiplied by 1,000. It's going to give me my answer. Again, some of you will realise 0.25 is the same as a quarter. So if you find a quarter of 1,000, half of 1,000 is 500, 1/4 is 250. Okay, you're half and half again. My final answer, if I did 1.25 times by 1,000, my answer would be 1,250. Okay. The next one here, I've got 1.75. 1.75 multiplied by 1,000. Okay. So don't forget, some of you will see 0.75 is equivalent to 3/4. 3/4 of 1,000 is going to give you 750. Okay. Some of you won't see that. We'll need to do the number sentence. 1.75 multiplied by 1,000. Your final answer is going to be 1,750 grams. Okay. What I would like you to do is, without me modelling now, is I've got 2, 2.5, 2.25. I've got 2.7 in there as well.
That's 2.75, Mrs. Gale.
7.5, sorry. 3, 3.2, 3.4, 6 and 10 kilograms. What I would like you to do now is, without me talking, pause the video, and I'd like you to convert these kilograms into grams, and then we'll go through the answers. Off you go.
Okay, and we're back.
Okay, so here I will write in the answers and you can self-assess it. In fact, I'll do it in red so it's really clear. So the first one here, Miss Mia, would you be able to read this full number sentence for me?
Okay, so what we're doing is 2 multiplied by 1,000, so it'll be 2,000 grams. So 2 kilograms equals 2,000 grams. That's what you want me to do, right?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
right.
so next one, 2.5 kilograms is the same as 2,500 grams. 2.25 kilograms is equal to 2,250 grams. 2.75 kilograms is the same as 2,750 grams. 3 kilograms is the same as 3,000 grams. 3.2 kilograms is the same as 3,200 grams. 3.4 kilograms is the same as 3,400 grams. 6 kilograms is the same as 6,000 grams. And then 10 kilogram is the same as 10,000 grams.
And how would you write 10,000, Miss Mia?
1, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Okay, just be really careful in that. 10,000, when you do 10 kilograms and you times it by 1,000, just be really careful you've got your number of zeros here. If you wanted to put a comma, that's where it would go, 10,000. So, if you're happy with them, we can move on to the multi-step word problems. If you're not happy or you've made some mistakes there, go back and recalculate it and see where you've gone wrong. Because it's really important you understand this conversions in order to answer the multi-step word problem.
If they wanted more practice on multiplying by 1,000, Mrs. Gale, they could always get a dice, roll out a 3-digit number, putting in a decimal point, and then multiply by 1,000.
Yeah.
If they wanted to.
Yeah, and then you can use calculators to just check your answers as well. So you could just put in 1.25 times 1,000 and it will give you your answer. Okay,
Cool.
That's a really good point. Thanks, Miss Mia.
No worries, full of them.
So, this part here is then moving on to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my knowledge of conversions, and I'm also going to use a bar model to explain this and how it would visually look. Because I know a lot of you find the bar models really helpful in terms of what are we actually doing here. So, this is the question. Lovely Jan. Jan has 1.5 kilogram bag of flour. Let me read that again. Jan has a 1.5 kilogram bag of flour. She needs 125 grams of flour to make a cake. Write the number of cakes she can make from 1.5 kilograms of flour. There's a lot of information in there, and it's really important that we break that down. The first thing I need to do, looking at that information, is I need to convert these units of measure, which are the units of mass, so they are the same. Okay? And the easiest way is to get rid of that decimal point and do 1.5 kilograms into grams. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start putting it into a bar model. I'm going to use lots of different colours so you can see kind of what I'm doing here. Now, first of all, Jan has this bag of flour, okay, and this is the top part of my bar. In fact,
Mrs. Gale, you can just move it there. Yeah, that's it.
That's ridiculous. Right, so the first part at the top of my bar is Jan, okay, and her flour. Now, if we go back to the question here, Jan has how much flour? She has 1.5 kilograms of a bag of flour. So I know here that 1.5 kilograms, using my knowledge, converting it into grams, is equivalent to 1,500 grams. So that's the first thing I have to do. The next thing is she needs how many grams of flour to make a cake? Well, she needs 125 grams. So underneath this bar here, I know that she has 125 grams to make a cake, okay? And this is her flour. And it's much easier to look at the 1,500. This is equivalent to one cake, don't forget. So that's
Mrs.
one
Gale,
cake.
if you were to put this in a number sentence, what would your number sentence be? So what are you actually doing?
Yeah, so what I'm actually finding out here is I want to know how many cakes she can make with 1,500 grams. Now, technically, my number sentence would look like 1,500 divided by 125 would
Okay.
give me my final answer. Okay, that's what I'm doing mathematically. Now, some of you might want to do that. You'll be able to see how many 125 is going to 1,000, how many 120 is going to 500, and you'll be able to calculate that. So if you can do that method, do that method. But it's important that you get the accurate answer. For those of you that find this difficult here, this is where the bar model is really, really useful, because I'm seeing how many 125s go into 1,500. Now I know here if I just take that out, that's one cake. If I put in here another 125, I know that 125 plus 125 here, so if I did this still on the side here, some of you might want to do a column, but most of you will be able to do that mentally. Your answer is going to be here 250. Okay, so these two cakes added together gives me a total of 250. If I added another two cakes here, and I had 4 in total, and they're all 125 grams of flour that they need to make the cake. Here, 125, double it was 250, double 250 would be 500. So these cakes together here, this amount of flour, is equivalent to 4 cakes. Okay, and actually, I want to write 500 here, sorry. 500 grams, okay? 125 times 4, 125 plus 125 plus 125 plus 125 gives me 500. This is really helpful in splitting this because I know 1,500 is split into 1,000 and 500. I've already got 500 grams worth. So I need however many cakes here to make 1,000. Well, if I know 4 lots make 500, I know that another 4, 1, 2, 3, 4,
would also make 500. Would you agree, Mrs. Gale?
yes, Miss Mia. And 500 plus 500 gives me a total of 1,000. Okay, so that's another lot of 500 here. Okay. So I've got 2 lots of 500 here, which gives me 1,000. We've got 500 left over. So actually I'll do another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is going to give me a total of 500.
So you need to make sure that your bar at the end adds up to 1,500, which is equivalent to 1.5 kilograms.
And if I added these 500s together, here, 500 plus 500 plus 500, that's the same as 1,500.
It is,
okay?
yeah.
So I know there that I'm accurate. Okay. Now the next part, the reason why the bar model is a really good model is because it's really, really visual. And actually, you can then just count there are a number of cakes she can make from 1,500. Now this is where some of you have already done this, 1,500 divided by 125, you will have already got an answer here. Okay, but let's just check it. So Miss Mia, you can count with me how many cakes we can make. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So I can make 12 cakes. So coming back here, Jan has 1.5 kilograms bag of flour. She needs 125 grams of flour to make a cake. Right, the number of cakes she can make from 1.5 kilograms of flour. My answer is 12 cakes. And I've used the bar model to show that and explain that. I've also included the number sentence underneath of what mathematically I'm doing.
And we could also check our answer by doing 12 multiplied by 125, couldn't we, Mrs. Gale? Just to make sure that we've got the accurate answer. And that in fact it gives us a total of 1,500. You didn't have to do it.
No, but I'm just saying yes, this would be a good way of taking it. 125 multiplied by 12. You could just do a long multiplication there. Some of you might do a different method here. But actually, yes, your final answer will end up giving you 1,500. Okay, let's just double check that because it's a really good method to do this.
Remember your super zero.
Okay, 5 times 2 gives us 10. 2 times 2 gives us 4, plus the 1 gives us 5. 2 times 1 is 2. Cheeky 0. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1 into the next column. 0. 5 plus 5 gives us 10. 2 plus 2 plus 1 gives us 5. And 1 plus nothing gives us 1. So actually, yes, I am correct because I've used long multiplication to check here. Because I'm saying 125 times by 12 cakes gives me a total of 1,500 because I'm accurate here. Okay, so we know this is correct.
Okay, boys and girls, that was a quick little session on converting between kilograms and grams. Hopefully you can all crack on now with the learning. It is all where, Mrs. Gale? Where can they find the learning?
It's all saved onto the website. So if you look onto the website there, you'll see similar questions like this. You must convert them. So if you need to pause the video and look back and see what I have done, by all means do that because it's a really good strategy. But your answers are also there as well. So good luck.
All right, bye.